I think Klay walking around. I feel like I get it. You got 4 rings, and it's such a trump card because it's like you do got 4, right? But it's also like you
Stop
could
it. Stop
you
it.
could say that
Stop
to
it.
Cameron Payne.
Stop it.
You know what I
Oh my
mean?
God. Stop it, yo. Honestly,
But you
I
can't.
said
Mother,
no,
you're
stop,
saying that
stop,
to people who
stop,
are better than
stop,
you. You're
stop.
doing this to people who are better than you. Welcome back to the episode of Boom Ways Podcast. Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be episode 2023.
23, yes, sir.
Hey, GOAT year, baby.
Like
Let's
Mike.
get it.
Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. Oh, I meant LeBron when I said GOAT.
Oh.
Nah, I'm joking.
Okay. All right. Who do you think the GOAT? Real quick.
Jordan.
Okay. All right.
LeBron number 2. And
Okay.
I feel like he still could become the GOAT if he wins another one, but I don't know if that's gonna happen at this point. So he might as well be number 2.
Well, anyways.
But you know who's not gonna be number 2?
Cool.
The Cavs win the East this year. Number 1 seed, baby.
Number
Lock it
1
in
seed.
right now. It's like,
lock it in.
I'm not saying number 1
Listen,
seed.
y'all heard it here first.
Put this way, I was at the game. This past Sunday against the Wizards. It was game number 3.
Exciting game.
We're in overtime. I don't know when Kuzma decided to start playing basketball for real, but he played basketball.
Kuzma can play, bro. He can play.
He didn't look like in LA. At least not when LeBron got there.
All right. We all know what the LeBron effect is when niggas start getting to LA and start playing with Bron. And all of a sudden can't shoot, can't do nothing. We all know.
And then they go to a bad team and they're good again. Why don't you be good on a good team for a change?
It's too much pressure, apparently.
Because you sorry, Kuzma. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I actually got no beef with Kuzma. So you want to talk about so you said something about Kanye earlier before we hit record. And what did you say? I want you to repeat what you said about Kanye and his recent antics.
Oh. Well, even though I was told to leave Kanye out the podcast, I'll put him back in though.
It's my fault. I put him back in.
Yep. So with all the recent fall throughs, I guess, with all his contracts and shit, my hypothesis is that Kanye is doing this shit on purpose. He did this shit on purpose on Drink Champs. Yo, don't start with the damn faces, bro. He did this shit on purpose to get from under those. I'm not gonna say the word. He wanted to get from under those contracts, bro. You making up all your damn faces, bro.
I'm not saying the word.
He wanted to get from up under the contracts, so now you feel me? He can produce his own shit and get 100% of the profits in his own company. And that's why I think he did this.
I despise you and every nigga that think like you.
All right, so tell me why. Bring you
because I feel like people are quick. We talked before how people are quick to give people labels like superstar, genius, whatever. People love to label people things, right? And people have labeled Kanye genius. And when it comes to music, he is one. I got nothing to say against music, even though I don't really listen to the current stuff as much. Old Kanye goated. He's in my honorable mention top 5. Don't care what no one says, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, let's stop acting like Kanye is just mastermind, right? With all due respect, no offense to nobody, that's a bipolar motherfucker right there. Let's stop acting like his bipolar episodes is something other than what it is.
Yo, for one, you can, not to cut you off, you can keep that with everybody else. I never said he was a genius. All I said was he's trying to come up from under his contract.
No, I understand it, but I
don't think that shit's genius.
But by you saying that is almost implying that he's doing. It's the implication of some master plan. You want to know how I know it's not a master plan? Because just today, guess what he did? What? He went to Skechers, walked in, no appointment, trying to get them to partner with the Yeezy brand. Now tell me, if this was somebody who was so smart and such a genius to get out of all these deals with Jewish people he didn't want to be in, why he go to what's most likely another Jewish white person in Skechers to say, hey, you want to work with me? Just to get turned down. Why would he do that? That was the point. You want to know why? Because that's not the point. It's the bipolar man who's realized, shit, I've lost a lot of partnership.
So you think what he did on Drink Champs was just straight up honest
Yes,
Kanye behavior.
that's the thing. The nigga that says George Bush don't care about black people. The dude who says slavery, all the stuff, slavery was a choice. All the stuff he says, White Lives Matter T-shirt. The thought that he is like saying wild shit that he doesn't believe. The thought that Kanye doesn't believe what he says is wild to me. We've shown time and time again. He did a song called "I'm God," and he go, "Who do you think I am? I just told you who I was, a god." He quote unquote Kanye West, but you want to believe he doesn't believe what he's saying, and he's doing it for some ulterior motive.
Bruh.
Kanye, like even if I'm not saying he's not smart enough to do so, but he doesn't have it in him to do so. He doesn't know what it's like to not say what he feels, how he feels, which is what's made Kanye in the past so great. Is that factor, and now it's kind of coming back to hurt him. But it's like this man, and people say, "Oh, he's a genius, he's smart, whatever." Look, the man sat there and tried to tell the Jewish people, not knowing, or maybe we did know, that the Jewish people were the ones who were partnering with him. Say what you want about the Jews owning stuff, whatever. I'm not getting into that debate. All I'm saying is they might have owned what he was partnering with.
All right, so I don't understand.
You bit the hand that fed you.
I don't understand the whole Skechers thing, what he was trying to really do there, make a partnership or whatever. Now, say he does create his own shit and he does build his own brand with 100% profits. But then what do you say at that point?
First off, it's not 100% profits
because
he has to pay
you know.
But not only that, right? He might not have as big a split with like the name brand of Adidas. He's still paying people to make the shoes and market it and all the other stuff, right? But to your point, other than the operating costs that anyone has with a business, he's making investors that profit, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. But you know what that is? That's a man who's obscenely rich, who got a little bit less richer, who managed to land on his feet. A rich man falling on his feet happens all the time. That's all it is. It's not no Kanye's like smart enough and no. He just got money. And when you got money, guess what you can afford to do? Fail. Why? Because you have money. It's simple. You got money, you can go ahead and fuck some shit up. Because guess what? You still got money. Not to mention his money is shit that's gonna constantly come in because like the Yeezy brand, especially the shoes, more so than anything, the shoes, right? The shoe brand in of itself is so big now, right? Especially because he has such a big, like a lot of people who have shoes don't really design their own shoes. He does design most of his own stuff, right? Or a lot of it, right? Yeah. So no matter where he takes it, it's gonna look like normal Yeezy stuff. People are gonna buy it. No one bought Yeezys because they were Adidas, right? They bought it because it was Yeezys. So the Yeezy brand itself will be fine. I have full confidence. Kanye will be fine. His money will be fine. The Yeezy brand will be fine. However, just because it's fine does not mean he planned it to be this way. He just said some shit and he happened to turn out fine. But this was not a plan. I'm not calling Kanye dumb, insulting him or nothing like that. All I'm saying is let's stop acting like this man is some mastermind genius.
I don't believe he's a mastermind genius.
I'm not saying
I know there's people who do say that shit, and it's annoying, and it's like, bro, not everything he does is genius work. But
people are like, Kanye, Kanye was right with the White Lives Matter t-shirt because look what it did for him for criticizing like white people. And my thing was like, and legit people have said like, oh, White Lives Matter t-shirt, he proved everyone right because he's some about the Jews and now they're canceling him. And my thing is like, what did he prove? Like, look at me. If you needed Kanye West to prove to you that people in America, in the world, think white lives matter more than black lives, you're an idiot. Jump off a bridge. I don't care. You're an idiot. Like,
that's facts.
Who did he prove it to? Himself? The Kardashians? Like, who is he trying to prove it to? Oh, I don't know, bro. He ain't say nothing but a word. All you had to do was tell me, and I believe that. Like, what you mean?
You know what I found interesting though? Like, all these brands decided to drop him now, but when he was spewing all that shit about slavery was a choice, not one brand dropped him. Yo,
they don't care. Crazy. They don't care about. No one cares about offending black people. Because you want what happens when you offend black people? Black people get mad about it. And we know what we do about it. Do we boycott it? No. We tweet about it, which does what? Give them more recognition.
Yep.
And more money in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, we can get in the whole debate about what Black people should do to come together in certain times like that later.
That's another.
But that's another conversation for another day. So I'm not trying to I'm not here saying I have all the answers because I don't. But I do think there's more that we as a people could do. But nonetheless, they don't care. Especially because it's again, the people who own all the stuff, right? Who are owning these companies aren't Black people. Yeah. Unfortunately enough. It's not us. And because it's not us, at the end of the day, we Black people can stream what we want. But also, it's again, the thing is though, Black people, we still bought the shoes. Would I be? Because I couldn't get them because I'm not spending $500 for them. If I would get them retail, I might get them. But as a people, we still bought the shoes. Yeah. We bought the clothes. We bought the albums. Again, I ain't buying no damn albums. I got Apple Music, but I didn't really listen to them because it wasn't great. But nonetheless, people still supported because people, we rock for our own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to sit here. We're not gonna sit. People don't want to sit here and abandon Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an icon for us. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to sit here and abandon one of the icons we have. Right, and I understand that. But because of our loyalty to that, nothing's happening when he says slavery was a choice. And we have to live with that. You have to make a choice. Do you want to cancel someone who's an icon and for a long time was a very positive person in the Black community? I'm not saying to cancel him or not to cancel him. I'm just saying the reality of the fact is people did not cancel him. People still supported him. And then they're wondering why that the white people are able to quote unquote cancel him is because the white people got offended enough.
Yep.
And the white people own the companies. We don't own the companies. So therefore, all we have is our ability to buy product. And if we're still buying a product, then guess what? Nothing happens. Shocker.
That's facts, though. That is facts.
I just don't. That's why the whole kind of thing is confusing me because I feel like everyone, people are making it be so much of a deeper thing than it is. It's not that deep. It's simple. He's still around because Black people haven't canceled him. He's getting canceled now because he offended the white people that own the shit he does. You know what I'm saying? I personally still don't understand the whole difference between Jews and white folks, but I'm gonna leave that for a different episode.
Man.
Fun fact though, Antonio Brown is a vice president of Donda Sports Management.
We need a special on Antonio Brown too, because that is a special character right there.
I didn't even know he was that. I didn't know he was the president. Because I saw Aaron Donald, and Jaylen Brown left their management team. And my thing is, why are you on a management team head by Antonio Brown? It got nothing to do with Kanye anymore. Why is
we no seriously? Brown, we really need an Antonio Brown special episode, yo. That dude is really something else, yo. He's something else. But I don't even want to get into that though. But there is something I want to get into to segue a little bit.
What's up?
Because you mentioned abandonment and canceling into a different sport, some basketball talk. Mr. Russell Westbrook, Mr. LA, Mr. Laker. A lot of people want to cancel and abandon him too.
After 3 games?
Yeah. Is it fair? Because you know what, yo, the Russell Westbrook slander has literally amplified to a whole nother level. You are not doing the right thing in the sports and media world if you are not insulting Russell Westbrook. And I think at this point, it's gotten to be too much.
I feel like with the Russell Westbrook thing, him versus the Lakers and media, whatever, it's everyone's fault. I feel like Kevin Love on the Cavs wasn't playing well. Right. And yes, fans might have been giving him shit, but the actual media people themselves weren't giving Kevin Love the same shit that they're giving Russell Westbrook now. Chris Bosh didn't get the same shit Westbrook is probably playing worse than both of them because their roles were more diminished. Russell's being ineffective, right? And the Lakers, frankly, are not being great to Russ. They're not doing everything they can to granted, do what you want behind the scenes, but to everyone else's face, you gotta put your arm around him and make him feel accepted. Same with the fans. It's actually sad to see Russ talking to interviews. And what happened? He's had a shot and just missed.
Yeah.
Like he's answering honestly, and it breaks my heart because it's just like he don't even have no fight left in him.
He doesn't.
I don't blame him for
it's
it. Like
fucked up.
the fans, the people, his hometown is turning on him. And people thought he would come in this year and be different, but it's like I don't know why they thought it would be different. I think they should have traded Russ for Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, and gave away those 2 draft picks, obviously, right? I don't know why they didn't do that. But also at the same time, Russ, why are you breaking so many shots?
Yeah, at the same
Like,
time.
you know what I mean? Like I get the fit isn't there, and I understand that the fit is not there, right? But riddle me this: Russell Westbrook averaged a triple double, playing with bums who couldn't shoot in OKC.
Yeah.
Like after KD left and everything, bums who could not shoot outside of Victor Oladipo, bums in OKC, right? So I don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what the scheme is, if you're bricking your shots, you're bricking your shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think
you can't put that on nobody else but
I
yourself.
think there's a level of Russ needs to pick himself up to a degree and understand like, yo, this is still basketball. No matter what it is, it's still basketball at the end of the day.
Mhm.
Go out and play. Make your shots, your open shots when you hit them. You're shooting 8% from 3. And that's not hyperbole. Like that's like barring. So they're playing the Nuggets tonight. Before this game coming into it, he was shooting like 8% from 3.
Well, he's out tonight anyway, so
bet he's still shooting 8% from 3. At least he didn't go. At least he didn't go any
go
lower.
any more lower.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like that's unacceptable. There's no excuse for that. There's no fit scheme excuse you can make for that. You can say why it doesn't work because they don't fit together, but not for you to play this bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
but it just sucks. It's kind of like Kanye. It just sucks to see. Like, I mean, damn, they're talking about taking away like Hall of Fame. Like he was Hall of Fame like player. Now he's not. Like over.
All right, that's OD.
Yeah,
that's
like
we're not.
Yeah.
Look, we've seen plenty of people have a big drop off. T-Mac, Penny Hardaway. We've seen plenty of people have a harsh drop off. Let's not act like Russell's the only one. AI.
I can't stunt though. This is pretty bad.
This
might be top.
It is, but it's like let's not act like we haven't seen that shit before.
Oh yeah.
The wrong place, being in the wrong place at the wrong time will mess shit up for you. Now, he was good in Washington, was he not? Now, if he leaves the Lakers and still shooting 8%, I still think he's Hall of Famer because you're Hall of Famer for what you did. Like, if he was a Hall of Famer as the Washington Wizard, then that's it. Like at that point in career, he's a Hall of Famer. You can't take that away from him. Sure. But again, if he goes and gets traded to back to OKC and it's still being a bum, but that's what I'm saying. There's no excuse. But I think it's like he just went out. Kind of like with the Ben Simmons thing. It's like, why would you want to be it? Why would you want to be where people don't want you to be at?
Right.
Ben
Simmons is doing just as bad. Well, I'm not gonna say just as bad, but damn, like, have you been seeing anything he's been doing?
No. That's the crazy thing. Just as bad.
Damn, he has I think he has what? Well, before tonight, 17 points, 14 fouls. Like, Jesus. I don't know. He's using the back as an excuse. He's using the back, but
the thing is funny is like in the games today, they're playing the Bucks, right? They were playing the Bucks tonight. And there's a clip I saw where like Kyrie like drove and passed him the ball,
told him to
Ben, shoot.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I know Kyrie didn't mean for that to be as loud and like public as it was. He's just talking on the court, whatever.
Yeah.
And he probably says this shit a bunch of times, but it's just it's just such a damning kind of thing. Like, why are you that scared to shoot?
Why?
Now, granted, he made the pass and KD made the shot, so like you can't really blame him too much for it. Mm-hmm. But it's like,
I don't know.
Again, that's like, look, you got to a new place, right? A new situation, and a beautiful situation for you. You don't got to be the number 1 scorer. You don't got to be the number 2 scorer. All you gotta do is facilitate and play defense and make the shot and make the shots layups
that are given
that are there for you.
Yeah.
right? You still can't do that on this team. Like, the only better situation for you would be the Warriors. Literally, the only better situation is Andrew Wiggins for Ben Simmons. And the way Ben Simmons is playing right now, I don't know if you make that trade or not.
Nah.
But like, that's the only fit where, because they got Curry and Klay and whatnot, that like it is like a better fit than the Nets. Other than that, the Nets are the next best.
I don't know. Ben Simmons, the whole thing irritates me so much because there's just no fucking way you're 6'11", that big, and have you seen him like dribble the ball up the court and like stop right at like half court and then just have nothing, like he just pass? My thing is, why can't he get his big ass under the hoop? Like, I do not understand why
that's
he
the
doesn't
thing. You're
play.
6'10".
I don't get
Bro,
it, yo.
post. Like, I understand you can't shoot, but like, post up.
I don't get it. I don't
back
get it.
people down.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are usually the bigger team out there because you be playing point guard. You know
I
what I
don't get it.
mean?
Why no coach has said, yo, go hit the block.
Because that's not like who he's been. He's been a point guard.
Bro.
Small forward.
I don't want to hear no 6'10", 7 foot fucking. I don't want to hear that shit, yo. I don't. Like, I really don't.
No, I feel you. I'm saying, but I agree with you. I'm saying, because that's what he's been. No one has pushed that because he's never been that person.
I don't want to hear that.
But I do agree with you though. Like, get down there.
Because even with today's centers, he should be able to take most of them. To be honest, most centers.
That's the thing that's crazy. Is like Giannis, right? Can't shoot. Well, no, can't really shoot. Don't really get handles like that. He don't have the traditional bag, right?
Yeah.
But still, you put a center on him, he's at least quick enough to get by you and get a dunk. Like, he's still a walking mismatch even amongst centers, because centers are still not quick enough to guard him.
Right.
Why doesn't Ben Simmons take that approach?
I don't know.
You should at a bare minimum be faster than Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. Yep.
And Rudy Gobert, for all intents and purposes, is a very good defender, a good center defender. So I'm not dissing Rudy Gobert, but you should be quicker than Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis can get by him. Why can't you? The people who are good at guarding Giannis is like Bam, because Bam is like, he has the size and the mobility to do so. But other than like Bam and select people like Bam, no one really can touch Giannis. Yeah. And Bam, for what it's worth, can't really touch Giannis. He just does the best job of doing so.
Yeah.
So if you're Ben Simmons, it should be the same. You're not going to be Giannis, but it should be the same blueprint as Giannis.
I don't understand. I must be stupid or something. I must be stupid.
Hey, man. Real talk. By the trade deadline, you think Doc Rivers is still the coach of the Sixers?
The way they're trending, hell no. They have some bad losses, bro.
Dude, you know whose fault it is? Doc Rivers and James Harden.
Yeah.
It's not Embiid, because Embiid been balling still.
Yeah.
Embiid been balling. Granted, I haven't watched the game, so maybe Embiid's folding late minute. I don't know. But at least stat wise, it ain't Embiid.
There's a game or two where he just looks completely uninterested. I think because there was a couple games where Harden took over fourth quarter type shit. So I think they're still trying to figure it out. Like, they don't know who's.
But why are you surprised Embiid's uninterested? As annoying as Ben Simmons was to have on the team, he at least wasn't hogging the ball. And I don't mean that to dish James Harden necessarily. It's just like a fact of like fit, right? Embiid needs the ball, and it worked before because the second best player in Ben wasn't the scorer who would just feed Embiid the ball. And then they had shooters around them, like, you know, Steph Curry at the time, Tobias who can get his own shot and stuff like that. But, you know, it fit. Yeah. But now you got, not only is Harden, like, does he shoot a lot, he does a lot of ISO. And I mean, like, long ISOs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Steph Curry shoots a lot, but Curry's not doing, like, you know, he's not ISOing for you know, 20 of the 24-second shot clock.
Yeah.
But that's what Harden is doing. It slows everything down. It kind of, you know, granted, I think it can still work. It's just like they have to figure that out yet. They have to figure that out.
Yeah, because one game it would be Embiid, the other game it would be Harden, and there's no balance. I think it's more of, you know, one or the other, which is a problem.
Hey, man,
sometimes
honestly,
one or the other is not going to win you a game.
Honestly, the way Maxey is playing right now, Bet they wish he just had Ben Simmons. You mean the facilitating guard, 6'10" guard who can defend. Because they got Maxey, Embiid, Tobias.
Tobias stinks.
I don't say he stinks.
He stinks.
He is what he is.
Overpaid.
Look, he might be overpaid, but you need 18. Damn it, he gonna get you 18. Now you need
gave
24.
Him 3 tonight, I believe. He 3 tonight.
I hope not. He's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, you better check again.
But if you need 24, you might be in trouble. But if you need 16 to 18 points,
12, 14, 12.
Realistically, if you need
I'm
16
not a fan.
to 18.
Not a fan.
I'm not saying you gotta be a fan, but realistically, if you through his career, 16 to 18, he got you.
Overpaid.
Anything more than 22, I would be questionable about it, but he can get you, 16 to 18 points a game.
Man. So with that being said, I think we've done this a couple times, but I'm gonna change it up because I've been hearing some wild shit. What I've been hearing is MVP is early MVP, Mr. Ja Morant. I know you got a little beef with you got a little beef.
Nah. Because Ja Morant's also my fantasy team, so all beef has been
okay. So beef has been cleared.
Yeah.
But crazy take or not? Because I think that's crazy. Too early, first off.
It's not a crazy take. And I definitely see the whole NBA narrative pushing that. What I'm wondering is like, when did Giannis become this LeBron type player where we just discredit what he does? Right? Like LeBron should have won more MVPs than he did. And now I feel like Giannis is creeping into that that level of player. Where it's like
shadow, right?
Yeah, because the only players who've been like that, real shit, in my opinion, like Shaq was a player who was kind of discredited, should have won more than he did. LeBron obviously, yeah, you can make the argument. Yeah, Jordan did win a bunch, but Jordan as well could have won more than what he did. Now I feel like Giannis is like realistically speaking, do I believe at the end of the season, Ja's gonna have better stats than Giannis? No. Do I believe Ja's team is gonna be better than Giannis's team? No. Do I believe Ja will finish ahead of him in the MVP voting? Yes. And it's all narrative.
Yeah, you think so?
Because again, Giannis is gonna give you fucking 28. What? He's gonna give you 28, 11, and 5, 6 on fucking 58% shooting,
and have a good seating when it's all said and done.
And you know what's gonna amount? It's gonna amount to nothing. He'll barely crack the top 5.
Think so?
Do I think that's where he should be? No, I just think that's where they will put him. Because that's what they've been doing, and I feel like the whole reason is Ja's a more exciting player. He has the bag. He can dribble more, shoot a little bit better, he be driving, doing these crazy layups or whatever. But it's like it doesn't matter. The name of the game is put the ball in the hoop.
You know what though? Before I say Ja, I get your point, but realistically speaking, before I say Ja, I put Luka up there before Ja too. My opinion. Luka's not as exciting, but damn it, he do the damn thing, yo.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Luka is just as exciting. He's not as exciting on a level of
flashy, not flashy.
He's not as flashy, but the shots he makes is just what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was watching that game when they played the Grizzlies and they beat them last week or whenever it was. And he was just doing shit, and it's just again, it's wild because it's he's not super athletic, super fast, strong, whatever. And I, for the life of me, do not know how the hell he gets open the way he does.
I don't know.
But bro, he's that little step back.
And I've seen Luka in real life, yo. I still don't understand. I'm like, bro, how is he doing this shit?
Dude, he's literally one of those.
He's so slow.
Bro, he's one of these fucking skinny fat dudes or fat skinny dudes. He's not built, he's not nothing. He's just but he not fast, he not strong, he can't really jump like that. But
it's
bro,
footwork and
the fundamentals is something serious over there in Croatia, wherever he's from, because
whatever the fuck.
that dude, he just His first way, his plant foot be planting where it needs to plant. The step back be stepping the fuck
where
back,
it needs to...
and then I follow through be following through, and it be going in. That's all I know.
Facts,
I can't explain. I can't explain why it is, but that's those 3 steps be happening, and he be walking down like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like he knows damn well what he just did.
Oh my god! But yo, I must say the NBA has gotten off to a great start. Yo, I must say storylines, games, a lot of good games. I've been watching a lot. Even Klay and Devin Booker last night. That was entertaining. That was a good game to watch till the 4th.
So, how do you feel about Klay's little antics during that game?
Yo, people need to leave Klay alone, bro. Because everybody, even NBA. Well, here we fucking go with the faces again. What do you have to say?
Nah, nothing, man. I'm
leave
just
Klay alone, bro. Everybody want to say he wasn't a part of this last finals championship run. Just a bunch of fucking haters, yo.
I mean, okay, that's not what I was making the face for, but
I'm just saying, like Klay's been getting a lot of slander too.
Like, what? Here's my thing, right? I definitely think, as far as Klay and Draymond go, that team is more ran around those young guys on the second team than Klay and Draymond.
And you know what, real quick, nobody has more antics than Devin fucking Booker, so I don't want to hear that shit.
Here's my, I'm not even getting Devin Booker and none of that right now. My thing, we were talking about Klay, right? Okay. And I feel like, so first off, general opinion on Klay, cornball. Not that he's a bad person, and he's a Hall of Famer, great player, second and third great shooter of all time, right? Give Klay all the proper respects he deserves. But he's just kind of like Russell Wilson, great player, well, up until this year anyway, but just a general personality, a little square. Right? I see Klay in China doing shit. It's a little square.
Yeah.
I think Klay walk around, I feel like I get it, you got 4 rings. And it's such a trump card because it's like you do got 4, right? But it's also like
stop it.
You could say that to Cameron Payne.
Stop it. Oh my God. Stop it, yo. Honestly.
But you can't
stop.
You're saying that to people who are better than you. You're doing this to people who are better than you.
Yo.
Devin Booker is better than Klay Thompson. Yo. Devin, no, and I'll say this right now. I'm not speaking who will have more accolades because Devin Booker didn't have Steph Curry, but 50 years from now, 50 years from now, and we're coming back and we're talking about who would you take? You know what I'm saying? Start your team with after they're both done and retired, and you're putting your life on this team. Who are you starting the team with, Klay or Book? The answer is going to be Book.
My question is, why did you just try to discredit Klay's championship rings? Like he wasn't a part of the shit.
I didn't know.
No. What? No. Because you made the face. You're like, 4 rings is 4 rings. He had the second biggest part? No, third biggest part in a couple of them. I forgot about KD.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, stop it. But don't sit here and act like he wasn't a very, what is the word, integral piece. All right, let me chip, yo, because you really getting disrespectful, bro. You're not about to do that.
No. All right, cool.
You're not about to do that.
All right, we're gonna break it down for you real quick.
All right.
Right. First finals run, 2015.
Oh boy.
Right. So first off, to be clear, Kyrie and Kevin Love were hurt. If they were healthy, the Cavs won that championship that year. But that's not the point. They weren't healthy. We didn't win. It's okay. It's not, but it is what it is.
Okay, so Klay was there for that one.
But speaking of Klay's performance on who he had to play against alone, he was what, 4th best player that series?
That series or on the team?
On the team.
4th best player?
Steph was better than him. Iguodala was better than him. Draymond was better than him.
Yo, I think we might have to pull up the stats or some shit, yo. 4th?
Okay, he's 3rd or 4th. Because the fact that Iguodala, hold up. Iguodala won Finals MVP, and Steph was clearly better than him. So at best, he's third. We'll give him 3.5. We'll give him 3.5. Call it in the middle. 3.5.
Yo, you are so lucky. It's so late at night, yo, and like you are so lucky that I don't know the stats off the top of my head because I really think you're wilding right now, yo. I really think this is another bad take.
But again, best case scenario, he's third. Best case scenario, he's behind Steph and Iggy. Yes. The Finals MVP that year. Granted, for holding LeBron to 38 points a game on 50% shooting, but not the point.
All right. Whatever. Moving on.
The next year, 2016, well, they lost. Did Klay play better in that one? Yes. He was probably that one. He might have been this.
Yeah.
I might still argue he was third most important player on the Warriors team.
All right.
But for the sake of it, I'll give him number 2. Because I gave him 4 in the last one, so I'll give him 2 on this one, right? But then the next 2 that they won, right? They won 2 more. Yeah. They won 2 more, and the next 2, he was no better than third. And again, I don't have the stats in front of me, but was he really third? Who knows? But he was at best no better than third. And then this last one, he was what? Steph, Poole, Wiggins, Klay. Was Klay even 4? So you have 2, you have a 3, we'll give you a 3, a 4. No, 3 threes.
Mm-hmm.
And a 4. On your own team.
Okay. All right. That's your opinion. Because you know what?
Well, no.
Because I'm not gonna sit here and discredit anything Klay did. I'm not ranking him in players. No.
Shut up.
No, you shut up. No, we're not doing this.
Don't tell me that's your opinion. Go through all the championships.
No, I'm not doing it.
No. Go through the championships. They went. They've been to 5. Go through all 6. Excuse me. I just counted the one with the Raptors because you get hurt, right? So it doesn't count. Go through the 5 that he was in, and tell me where you rank him amongst Warriors players.
What did this have to do? What did this have to do with Klay versus Booker?
Because we're shaming Booker for failing as a number 1, but praising Booker, or not Booker, but praising Klay for succeeding as a number 3.
Okay.
That's why.
All right. Well,
and all I'm saying is does Klay have a point? Does he have 4? Yes, he does. Is that pretty indisputable? Unless you're LeBron in the league nowadays, it definitely is. Or KD maybe.
I just feel like you belittle. Holy shit! I think you're putting Klay down. Is what you're doing, man. I think you're downplaying his impact.
Again,
because at the same time,
if that's the case, then tell me where I'm wrong. Just tell me. Run through the series, the championship.
Not running through the championships. There's more than just as important as finals are. There's more than just finals. There's also an 82-game season.
He has some big series against the Rockets in the playoffs.
If you ask me, Devin Booker's a real regular season motherfucker.
That game 6 against OKC.
Yeah.
He definitely has some big playoff moments.
Yeah. So
but still though, it's like
what are we missing from Booker?
Again,
real playoff moments, right? Devin Booker's a real regular season motherfucker.
Real question. Especially we're going right now because they're doing it right now. Right now, you're starting a team right now, and if your team hush up. If your team does not make at least the conference finals, you gonna shave your beard for life and your eyebrows for life. Who you starting? Who you picking first, Booker or Klay?
I don't like this question.
No. Answer the question.
Who am I picking?
The Martians had the laser beam pointed at Earth. Who you going with? And don't say Iguodala.
I'm going with Klay Thompson.
Currently.
In prime.
I like how you say that.
Yeah, I'll go with Klay, bro. Because you know what? If you don't have the big moments in the big games,
Okay.
What can you do for me?
Question for you. If you take Book in his prime, Klay in his prime, right? Because their primes are a little bit different because Book is a little bit younger, right? Do you think Klay can do what Book has done with Chris Paul, with Chris Paul's help, right? But in Phoenix, do you think Klay in his prime can do that?
Score points. Yeah.
Actually, have to dribble.
Score points.
You have to, like, again, if you're Devin Booker.
Hold on, a lot of Booker's buckets be empty as hell. You know what I mean by that shit, yo. Empty ass buckets, bro.
You can't say that when he was number 1 seed.
And what did they do? And what did they do? When they were number 1 seed, what did they do?
Who did they lose to?
Who did they lose to? You can stop right there. Who did they lose to?
Oh, wait, the Bucks in the finals. I'm stupid.
Yeah, no.
They went to the finals.
I told you stop thinking about it because the whole point was them losing. Like, I don't know, bro.
To the best player in the NBA in Giannis.
I don't like this. I don't like this because I don't like this, bro.
Question: who's better all time, James Harden or Klay Thompson?
Bro, stop sticking these weird ass questions.
No. I'm just answering. I'm just asking. I just want to get what you're. I'm trying to gauge your opinion on Klay Thompson. Who you think is better, Klay or James Harden, all time?
I'm gonna go Harden.
Okay, I was getting ready to call you an idiot for taking so long to come up with your answer.
Dog, it took 1 second, but
1 second too late, too slow. The answer is James Harden, without a doubt. Here's my thing. Like, personally speaking, I think if you put Booker in Klay's position and Klay in Booker's position, I think things are dramatically different. I think KD never goes to the Warriors because the Warriors probably beat the Cavs in those finals. I think the Suns, frankly, never sniffed better than the 5th seed. Like, cause my thing with Klay is when you have Steph.
You know what? Hold on. I gotta stop you, yo, because you're gonna stop, bro. You want to know what the difference between somebody like Klay and somebody like Booker is?
Steph Curry, yes, duh.
Yo, you're making my blood boil, bro. Dog, Klay will get you the same 30 that Booker can get you. Not every game. He can get you the same 30 that Booker can get you. But he'll also turn around and play defense on the best player. He'll also turn around and play defense.
I'm glad you brought this up.
Hold on, stop, because that is one of the hardest things to do. Is play defense on the best player and turn around and get expected to drop 30. Booker's not doing that.
First off,
when he does, let me know. Please. Or when he does, you guys can leave comments and tell me when he did.
First off, Klay Thompson's never expected to get 30. Not a day in his life has anyone said we need 30 from Klay Thompson. Has it happened plenty of times? Yes. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but no one has ever said the game plan for the Warriors to win tonight is for Klay to get 30. And the only reason they would say that is that the Warriors would dramatically outmatch, which they're usually not. Okay? 1. 2, I'm glad you brought the defensive point. I'm glad because people love bringing up Klay's defense and how great Klay's defense is, right?
I'm talking about prime before the injuries.
We take it back to 2016. People lauded Klay Thompson for his great defensive prowesses and abilities, right? You know his great defense got him 27 points on 48% shooting by Kyrie Irving. That's what his defense got him. It got him what? Cooked. You know what? Because you know what it means? Because this is for all the people who talk about defense. Does defense matter? Yes, it does, 100%. But you know what matters more than individual defense? Team defense. And that's why personally, I'll take a rim protector over someone who can guard the wings. Why? Because if you can guard the wings or not, doesn't fucking matter. Because when it comes to the finals, who's guarding Kyrie Irving? Here's your answer. Nobody. Who's guarding Steph Curry? Nobody. Who's guarding any of these top wing guys? The answer is nobody. Because the rules aren't set up for defenders to really be able to do that. If you take Klay back in, the 80s, maybe. But nowadays, don't care. Klay Thompson, great, or not Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, great defensive player. Fantastic. You know what he does with Kyrie Irving? Not a damn thing. Does he get him every once in a while? Sure, everyone gets got every once in a while. Not everyone always has the best games. But realistically speaking, does he get Kyrie like that? He doesn't.
I can't believe you.
It don't. I literally look. Go look up Kyrie's stats in 2016 finals.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about my
thing is defense does not matter as much as people think it does, because in reality, these elite scorers on the wing are going to score. They're going to score. You're not stopping them. Give me the last finals where someone was legit shut down by a great wing defender.
Yo, you gotta give me a second on that one. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll get back to you on that one.
And that in this part right now is not even an anti-Klay rant.
It seems like it is.
No, so before it was, but right now, it's just legit. I personally have always felt, because people be debating about, like, used to debate about Klay and James Harden, like, could Klay do what James Harden does? And the answer, in my opinion, was always absolutely not a chance in hell.
All right, I don't know who said that, but
Klay could never in his life sniff what James Harden was able to do, simply because defense doesn't matter. Here's the thing: if James Harden's guarding Kyrie Irving, Kyrie drops 33. If Klay Thompson guards Kyrie Irving drops 28. But James Harden's getting 10 more points and 5 more assists than Klay Thompson is. Your defense don't mean jack shit to me when I can score and pass. And all you can do is shoot. You can't even get your own shot. People talk about not having a bag. You know who has the same bag as Giannis? Who doesn't have a bag, quote unquote? Klay Thompson. He can just shoot a little bit. They have the same bag. One shoots and one dunks. That's it. Except one's way better than the other. And I'm not referring to Klay Thompson being better. I would never. And guess what? Giannis walks out in press conferences and gives dad jokes. And they're hilarious. Klay Thompson walks around doing this and is a fucking cornball. A light-skinned cornball. No disrespect to my light-skinned brethren out there. Mad love to y'all sometimes. But Klay Thompson's a cornball. And if he wasn't, and I say the same shit about Draymond Green, there's some people, and same thing shit about Steve Kerr. There's a lot of people who owe a whole lot to Steph Curry. A whole lot. Granted, a lot of people owe a lot to LeBron James and Giannis and them too. But put it this way, LeBron's not making people Hall of Famers. Steph Curry is making 3 people Hall of Famers. Draymond, Klay, and Steve Kerr. Steph has made 3 Hall of Famers outside of himself. You can maybe argue LeBron with Kyrie to an extent, but Kyrie put up 27 in the finals, so I'm not hearing none of that. But, like, I'm really not for 27 points against Klay Thompson, the great defender he is, right? But
God, yo, what the fuck, yo.
But Steph,
I'm so
flabbergasted,
look,
bro,
by your bullshit,
if I'm Klay Thompson, man, I'm buying Steph Curry Rolexes every year, coming with a nice little box of fresh Omaha steaks or whatever the rich person version of Omaha steaks is.
Jesus,
he gonna get to see Salt Bay do this live every week if I'm Klay Thompson, because you made me a Hall of Famer. You made me who I am. Because without you, you know who I am? I'm Reggie Miller.
All right, yo.
And don't get me started on what Reggie Miller really is, because you want to talk about overrated Hall of Famers who average 15 points a game.
No, that I agree with. That we won't go there, but I agree with that. That shit's crazy.
There's another person I kind of want to shout out to, but
who's that?
I kind of want to get on the podcast. Then again, it might not be possible anymore.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, Sus Boy. He had the allegations. Don't say the name if you figure it out.
I'm still lost.
Chris Bosh passed on the ball one time.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I could go for his numbers too, but he's better than Reggie Miller. So
I don't know. We going. Maybe we should do a Hall of Fame special too. We can do a lot of things, but you know what I'm not.
Too?
All right. What time are we at here? Listen.
Time for you to go to bed because you getting cooked.
Yeah, you had to come back for your terrible take last episode.
Bro, it was not a terrible take, bro. Y'all niggas are just dumb. You cannot put your hands on people and expect not to get thrown down on. Keep your hands to yourself. That's all I was saying is keep your hands to yourself.
All I'm saying is I think that's it for today, man. Because you're killing me here, bro. You're killing me, and I think we should just cut it here. Because nah. That Devin Booker and Klay Thompson needs to get revisited at another time. People, I don't got enough energy for this man right now, man. He's giving bad takes all over again.
Look, who's gonna be higher on the Hall of Fame list? Maybe Klay Thompson because of the rings, but in reality, is Klay Thompson asterisk Steph Curry. Give Devin Booker Steph Curry.
Well,
give Donovan Mitchell Steph Curry. I can run on a list of players you give Steph Curry to, and they look a lot like Klay Thompson, but better.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. Next episode, I'm coming with a list of players you put next to Steph Curry, and we'll see how much better they look.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, a lot of people are better than Klay Thompson.
You're really out of your mind, yo. You're really.
Am I really though?
Yeah.
You know who Klay Thompson is? Without Steph Curry,
second best shooter on the planet.
Outside, if he didn't have Steph Curry, he's DeMar DeRozan's jump shot mid.
That's all we got for today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Born Winners podcast, episode 23. Very late night episode. I think Cameron needs some sleep. A lot of things.
I think Klay needs some handles in a bag in a layup package.
I think a lot of things were said,
and Steph Curry apparently.
I think a lot of things were said that wasn't meant to be said today.
Klay Thompson, you're mid, bro.
We appreciate all of you.
Go cry about it. I'm sure he will. He cries about a lot.
Please,
he's also the biggest baby in the NBA by far.
You
dropped 4 points. Talk about I got 4 points, but also got 4 rings. Get the fuck off the court.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Unless you're Klay Thompson, don't even watch this. Get the fuck out.
Give us some feedback. I don't know about this guy, but give us some feedback though. Who you taking, Devin Booker or Klay Thompson?
Give both Steph Curry. The answer's obvious. Mind-blowingly obvious. Not a debate.
We'll see you guys next week.
One can shoot next to Steph Curry. The other one can just score buckets.
We'll see you guys next week. New episode. New stuff coming. New adventures.
More Klay Thompson slander. Come here for all that.
More Cameron bad takes. On that
note,
more
Armo getting cooked.
Goodbye.
Well done.
Peace.